Anyways, man, let's just get straight into it. I couldn't even bother to wait for the damn intro, man. We got some historic European champions in the building. You know what I'm saying? We got some special guests, not on the thumbnail, by the way, jumping in. One of them looks like him. And there's another one that is going to call it something that you lot are not going to like. I'm pretty sure he goes by the name of... You know who it is, man. Come on, let's go, man. Monster's going to be in it in due time. There's quite a lot to actually talk about, even in short time, because bar you lot winning and smashing the shit out of Real Betis in one half, you know, there's this Ekitike stuff. There's a battle. It's like, oh, Liverpool having a little bit too much fun.
Oh, I'm sorry for being late. That's my fault, by the way.
And then Chelsea decided, oh, hold my beer. We won another battle. And then it's Delap. Apparently he's decided, allegedly anyways, Ben Jacobs broke the story with Alex Crook earlier, because that's what happens when your name's got Crook on it, and you have to leech onto other so-called credible journalists this year because he can't get any sources of his own, so he needs a buddy to help him out. So on that notice, Ben Jacobs is saying that he's leaning way more towards Chelsea. So yeah, man. Josh in the dark.
Josh, didn't you lose this competition last year? Hey, Josh. You lose this competition last year, Josh? Didn't you lose in this competition last year? No. Oh, wait.
I can't even remember it.
Joey, hold on. Yeah, that's right. Josh, I have a question. Josh, you winning the trophy this year?
I can't even remember it.
Hey, Josh, I haven't seen you, bro. I haven't seen you, my G. Yo, wait. Then wasn't that supposed in the beginning of the season, me and you have been doing this for about 30, 40 weeks now, G? 38 weeks now? All right, so in the beginning of the season, I was told that there was a certain team that was supposed to finish ahead of us. Wait, we were supposed to finish 8th. Yeah, but the team that was supposed to finish ahead of us, what happened? What happened, G? I don't want to hear corruption. Don't want to hear it. You lost corruption. Yeah, I know it. I know this little charade that you guys are doing, throwing into the PL. Like, you think the PL is gonna do anything? They ain't gonna do nothing. Come on, you know that. Josh, don't you just tell them like this, Josh. So please tell me what happened. What happened to this team? What happened to my manager? My championship manager. My manager. Oh my God, my manager. Can we please talk about my manager? Please. Your manager couldn't do this last year, right? It was the same manager, same guy, right? Same competition, right? Your manager didn't do anything, right? Can we please hear about your manager? Please. Can we hear about this team of yours? I want to hear about you.
I'm here to say one thing only. I'm here to say one thing only. I'm here to say.
What you here to say?
It's a short and sweet one. Right. I'm here to say, humble pie, congratulations, Chelsea. You've done something that no one else has done. But I swear down next year we're coming hard for you. I swear down. I swear down.
Ever played Super Mario Brothers and got to the end and squeezed up the Princess Toadstool's breast? That's what we did today. Josh, remember what I told you earlier in the season, though. You're going to be coming and begging for our help again. And once again, you're coming for our players at Strasbourg. We're going to be wanting to talk about. Yeah, I heard about that. You're coming, Josh, we got a couple dollars. How much for Morgan Rogers? How much? We got a couple dollars.
That's what I was going to say. How much you want Morgan Rogers?
Yeah, we might be coming for that Morgan Rogers deal, my friend. That PSR situation. We PSR friends. Yeah, we PSR friends. Back to PSR friends, Josh. Back to PSR friends, my G. That's all it comes down to. He's frozen now, but yeah.
He'll be here. Don't worry.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
He's on the M5 to hell, bro.
You know what I don't like? You know what I don't like here.
Oh,
You know what I don't like here is it's the fact that Real Betis gave me hope.
Yo, they gave everybody hope. That first half, Isco is still a fucking baller, bro.
Like he's crazy.
Oh
crazy.
my gosh.
Such a baller, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Second half, I say, okay, Isco, your time was a couple years
We're
ago.
done with this. We're done with this today.
Yeah,
we're done with this today. Okay.
Yeah, we're done with this. We had a great first half. Let me stop. Yo, I don't know what Maresca been saying to these dudes at halftime these last 2 months, but bruh. Second half of games, man.
I'm not gonna lie, he nearly effed you up, man. Why you not start? I look, you can make every excuse under the sun for him or whatever, but not starting Reece James was
he couldn't start.
Yo,
he just played back-to-back 90s. Yo, he just did an interview, and I'm glad he said it because I've been arguing this for forever. He said, if I could play Reece James every game, I would. But I'm not allowed to. I keep telling people he's on a load management. They control when he plays. Reece don't even control it. You get on that machine, you run their tests, and then they run the numbers, they crunch the numbers, and they be like, he can play this amount of games on this day.
But either way, and then I was confused. The other one was why didn't Levi Cole start?
Who knows? But no, you got to remember at the same time, though, like these are the guys who got him to the final. You got to at least put them out there.
Okay. Because I know
Levi wasn't playing in those.
I knew that's why Jorgensen started. That was obvious.
He played a great game too.
Let me tell you now, see Gusto, he got fists up, bro.
What will he gonna hooker and sting?
He got hooked.
He got yo, that Abdi kid cooked.
Even Caicedo the first time, I was thinking like, brother, it's like Gusto's taking up his space. Like, get the like him with his golden nugget M&M. Like, get the fuck out of the way, bro.
Out of the way, bro. Yes, Gusto was fucking up, but you can tell. You could tell Caicedo went in halftime and said, Isco, this.
Isco.
We done with this, Isco. It was a nice half, bro. Where it's a nice half, Isco, but we having this second half. You're not doing nothing. We don't.
Hold up, wait, and Joey, hold up. I know you had to watch Sancho score that beautiful goal, but at least you could know that Anthony had one dribble, bruv. One dribble. That was his stat for the day. I wrote. One dribble. Caicedo put him in the pocket. One dribble. He was frustrated. He tried to headbutt Enzo. He tried to headbutt him.
Oh yeah, on the floor.
Yeah, on the floor. And he's so fucking short. He almost completed it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie yet. It would have been definitely a different game if that Rodriguez. I couldn't believe he's still playing that left back as well. By the way, Rodriguez never came off, and the one that scored the Moroccan guy, the one that's got a mad name that I can't.
It's Abde.
That dude. I feel like they were destroying that side, but I'm not gonna lie. I think Reece James would have pocketed him anyways.
Yeah,
but
once he came on.
You know what? Yeah, I know we'll get onto the Palmer it's mad because Daps was saying like Palmer's been quiet until he's not quiet, and then before you know it, not even joking, 30 seconds later, that ball.
But just you know what it is with Palmer? Is it him and Nani Madueke? They're front runners. You see, when Chelsea's not winning, they don't move with that fervor.
Wait, I've never seen Palmer sweat the way Poland must have been hot. You must have been hot.
The minute we go up or the minute we score, or even when sometimes we're at the bridge and say we down one and that crowd start rising, like that's when you see Palmer. Instead of being that person who just has it going at all time, he just be more laissez-faire, just back and just. And then when the game turned,
I thought he was just like I thought he was just like at one point he was just like fuck this, I'm going right wing.
Last one.
The position where he actually was when nearly played the year last year.
He went to the right side. He didn't go to the right wing.
Can we establish
he didn't go right wing. He went to the right side.
Can we establish something on the channel real quick? I have to do it, and everyone has to come to an agreement. Oh yeah, that too. No, don't worry. We lost to Mong Mong. Like the guy scored a banger against low driven shot. Man called Mong Mong win, bro. Do you know how mad that is?
That's crazy.
Anyways,
I watch you look up the pronunciation.
Yeah, like I was like, mang, mang, mong, mong. I was like, brother, who the fuck is this? I mean, can he play football? He must be better than Mason Mount. He's better than Mason Mount. If over 500 in the house and 122 likes, raise the likes because
he's gonna tell his grandkids about that goal.
Like the video, like the video. If you agree with this statement, Jackson came off because he faked injury through sheer embarrassment. Sheer embarrassment.
Bro, you know what was hurt? His ego. His ego was hurt. That touch he took, he didn't mean to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, how bad of a touch? When you watch the replay, he wasn't gonna touch it. It was like, oops, I made a mistake. And I said, oh my gosh, this dude. And bro, his header wasn't a header, bro. It hit off his left breast.
It came off his
tip. Yeah, it came off his left breast.
For the badge, for the Chelsea, for the Chelsea. That's what he did for the Chelsea.
Hit him on the badge.
You're on mute, Jimmy. How did you mute yourself? That's why. You done it again. Yeah, okay. You don't need to touch it like it's a
person thought of that.
Yeah. I mean, mine's like that too, actually.
Yeah, I fucking hate it. But I hate it. I fucking hate it. But I mean, he scored a goal. That was good. I'll take that. But overall, man, it's a fucking. I was really watching to try to see what it meant to the players, and that shit meant a lot. That shit meant a lot to them. That everybody talk about, oh, you need experience. Well, this is motherfucking getting experience. This is getting experience, and this shit builds character, man. That's the main thing. This shit build. This definitely like character building shit.
You know what I saw? You know what I saw as well. What's it called? I've lost the thought now as well. I've lost my thought. Flip sake.
Ain't nobody tell you go on Pornhub right before you talk.
No.
That's what I was saying.
What you mean? You're the one that's touching up your mic like it's something like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck's sake, it don't matter anyways. But with these players, yeah, they're a weird bunch. I'm not gonna lie. They are a weird group of players.
Listen,
like, you see their
I think Maresca needs to be given a medal for being able to deal with this annoying ass attack. These dudes are so annoying. Oh,
I agree with that shit so much.
So annoying.
I agree with that shit so much.
We have games where our attack, I'd be like, we're gonna win the league. And then the next game I attack, I'd be like, oh my gosh, we couldn't beat Millwall with this shit. But to me, it comes down to not having a striker, man. We need a striker. Jackson he lives off sides, bro. I
know you don't have a proper striker, but listen, I can't lie. Your wingers, yeah.
Oh my gosh, don't get
March. I fuck with your midfield. I fuck with your midfield heavy in it.
These dudes get one-on-ones and they do nothing with it.
It's not even just the one-on-ones. Like you see the quality. Listen, I know Jackson has his flaws, but you see the quality of delivery. Do you know the amount of overhit and underhit crosses I see every time I watch Chelsea?
All over the fucking place.
Like I can't lie. Neto's supposed to be 5-star weak foot, both footed.
But he is. I'm not gonna lie. On the season, his deliveries have been good. My problem with Neto is he won't run by anyone. He can clearly do it. Like, stop cutting back. Just go.
And then Noni's decision making.
He's just
Noni's decision making gives me a nosebleed.
Noni's a squad player, bro. You know what? Nani's problem is he played too much to show you how bad he is. You know them type of weird. Like he plays. He plays so much to show you that he's not a starter. If Nani only had to play the odd game here and there, come in and play 2-3 games in a row, and he'll be good, and then he's back to the bench, you'll get the best out of him because he's not a terrible player. He just can't be the week in, week out reliable guy because he's not reliable like that.
Even just that, Cole Palmer's decision making as well at the same time for majority of the game, brother, guy's so greedy at times. Like the amount of times I see an overlap and he doesn't use it, and he doesn't
because he scored 1,000 goals last year. That fucks up a player.
Yeah, but you need to win at this point. You haven't scored. You need to win.
Would you guys want to pass it to fucking Neto?
Would you man pass
it to them? Because I know sometimes you look to pass it and you go,
I'll shoot it.
Yeah, let me show you this one-on-one to you real quick. Like, here's the thing, right? Like, the one problem that I have with our wingers the most is the way that the system's set up. You get themselves into it gets into one-on-one situations so frequently, and they don't take the one-on-one. They'll just wait and wait for a double team to come in, and then they'll have to pass it back. And it's like, bro, just take your guy on and get to the bottom.
More than that as well. So having this right back in attacking mid, and one I saw Gusto being your most advanced player. I was like, what is
Gusto's
this?
a dickhead.
No, but I've seen him do it a lot. I've seen him do it a lot this season, and I see Reece James picking up them spaces. He wants to do that the back post. I'm thinking like, bro, why is your right back at attacking him once? If it was modern football, if I was young, if I was young again, and I played today's game, as a young
bro.
No. If I played today's game and I was young, and that's what's going on because we see a lot in a lot of other teams where the left backs in advance. I swear down, I'd be professional as fuck. I'll be a fucking coach's wet dream, bro. Honestly, see that shit, right there, no joke. What is going on? Why is your right back at attacking mid? You've got better players and more creative players than someone. Why is Gusto attacking there at Woolman? Sometimes I think Maresca just overthinks this shit.
Shut the fuck up and overlap. Just shut the fuck up and overlap. Whether you get the ball, shut up and overlap. That's what he's. Just don't do anything. Receive the ball, play it infield. If the option's not on, kick it down the line. If not, do this up and down until you can't no more, and we'll sub you on for Reece James. You know what I'm saying? Overlap. You see when Cole's got the ball, run past him and give him that space. You know why? Because he's likely he's gonna do something rather than anyone else. Even if Noni's got the ball, give him just overlap. The power of an overlap is diminished by this inverting thing. And unless you are a midfielder as a right back,
bro, the problem is like when we do it with Kukurea and he's in those advanced spaces, he finds himself in a spot where he's latching on to headers. You see what I'm saying? Bro, he's just the wrong player in the wrong profile. You shouldn't be doing it with Gusto.
I feel like sometimes the coaches tell him not to overlap. There was a time where Sanch got the ball, and Enzo just looked at him and he didn't overlap him. And I was screaming, bro, overlap. Because there were two defenders in front of Sancho. I'm like, bro, overlap. Like, even if your wingers aren't what you want as a winger, at least an overlap will help them. It helps. It's any attacking player. You don't know what. Bro, I understand the inverted thing, but usually when that's what you need another body in midfield. Chelsea were fine in the midfield. Caicedo and Enzo were covering the ground.
Yeah,
it's not like you were getting overpowered in midfield. You know what I'm saying? Those underlapping tactics, you got, bro. You lot, because especially when the wingers are so one-dimensional, and when you're seeing Noni and Neto frustrate you lot as often as they do, give them something, man.
No, I hear it.
Because that is coaching. Because the way I'm seeing players not overlapping, for me, that's coaching, innit? That ain't the man them just being dumb and not wanting to do it.
I agree. What's this?
It's pattern of play. It's like what he's going to continuously do. He just did it with the wrong player, in my opinion. Like you have to put. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it great.
Wait, Joey. Wait. What's your Lebanese, right?
Correct.
Yeah, when someone called you the Lebanese, I was like, I fucking hear it now, man. I can't unsee it. I can't unsee it, bro. I'm sorry, man. It's the bit. I think it's the beard and it's the hair. Yeah, man. Lebanese Sabozla, I hear it. In 7 years, I've seen my club win every European title and cup. Next up, Club World Cup. Josh and Wolfie hold that. Low at all the unsuccessful hate-alongs. Anthony LOL up the Chelsea is what Pride of London is saying. Mafia says Palmer 2 assists, Enzo goal and assist, Caicedo goal. Why are you not mentioning Sancho and all of that? Bowley 1 European trophy, Kroenke's 0.
Sheesh.
I mean, oh yeah, true. I don't want to hear about the quality of the Spanish league.
That's a good point.
I mean,
bro, you guys beat Bilbao, and like, it's
more than that.
You went through three Spanish teams.
On a European scale, they have been massively underwhelming outside of Barcelona.
100%.
Not including Barcelona. Sorry.
I would exclude Barcelona.
You know, it's mad when I see Man United fans trying to do up these remontadas for Anthony, like saying he's gonna come back, he should cook. Look what he's doing. This is what you get, bro.
Brother,
This is not honestly. I'm not saying Kukurea is one of the most difficult fullbacks to beat. Yeah, at the moment, this moment of time. Let's not. I'm not gonna let that slide. Yeah, but this is that sort of Anthony performance is exactly what I was witnessing week in, week out. No matter what the Oppo left back was, unless it was Dan Burn. Literally, that's it.
He's just not a Premier League player, and that's why it's already come up against a Premier League opposition.
But people don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear about when you're on loan and you do well against certain oppositions. Like, oh, what do you mean? Like certain characteristics, physicality of the Prem, this, that, blah, 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 blah. Bro, even Sancho looked in place today. Do you get what I mean?
Don't say even. By the way, that's my guy. No, don't say even. Respect J-Mar.
Brother. He's a good player, but he's not it at the moment. But what's it called?
Somebody was finish.
Somebody was decent.
Yo, you guys gotta. I think there's.
How about this, Joey? Could have done with that against Spurs. Anyway, listen. This Reggie Rock guy. How is this guy saying, Monts? I'm sure you'd still love Caicedo at your small club, brother. I won the league, brother. I won the Prem.
I don't know why people are coming
focus.
Like it's
focus, brother. Focus.
This whole thing with Anthony. I said it the entire time. Kukurea is literally on form, one of the best fullbacks in world football, period. He was never going to do anything against him. Like, it was never going to happen. He was never going to do anything. Like, these fullbacks that he's seeing in Spain, it's not Kukurea, bro. It's not. Like, I'm just being serious. And in the end, J-Mar won the debate, in my opinion. He came on, scored a goal of one dribble.
Well, even though this is for Caicedo's long shot thing.
Enzo. The assist went to Enzo, not James.
No, the second one.
The Caicedo goal?
Yeah, you set him up.
No, it was Enzo.
That was Enzo. I thought it was. Yeah. Bro, I thought that was Sancho.
I looked it up at the end because me and Mons actually told me that. I didn't know.
I'm not sure that was Sancho that laid off for him. No?
It was Enzo. Here's the thing. To me, if you're asking me, like, if I'm gonna keep Sancho, I would keep Sancho and sell Madueke. If that was
please just run it up, man, because this whole debate of trying to send them back to my club, I don't want to deal with that, man.
That's what I would do personally, but just I don't know if the club would do it. That's the only thing. Like,
I mean, the European. What did you win? That 22 million euros prize money for winning the. Mm-hmm. That's a shame. You might as well just use that for Sancho, man. Do the right thing.
If I'm gonna do anything with these wingers, like the wingers that I have, is I'm selling Madueke. That's the first winger I'm selling, bro. I'm selling Madueke.
Mudryk.
Well, Mudryk. The problem with Mudryk, right? Since I don't know if he's gonna be banned or not. If he's not banned, then go for it. Sell that fool. You know what I'm saying? But if he's banned, then we can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll actually get some of the money back from Shakhtar, to be honest, from the way that it's looking. But
fair enough. All right, what are we saying though in this battle for Ekitike? Yeah.
No,
Chelsea lock and loaded with the battle with Liverpool.
Window. Your good old friend. Your good old friend from the good old Blues, bro. Your favorite rival from the transfer window, my G. What are you saying this time around, my guy? What are you saying this time around? Mons?
Say that again.
What are you saying this time around about Ekitike? What are you thinking?
Lock and loaded, my bro.
I think he's a really good player. I think
you're in the battle with Chelsea. You know that, innit?
Oh, brother. And I've got one of those left in me. Say that. I've got one of those left in me. But listen. I think I'm not going to sit here and say, now that he's heavily linked with another team, that he ain't great. I think he's a really good player. He's definitely moved me with some of the goals he scored, his finishing at times. I think his transition over to the Prem is going to definitely depend on who he's got around him. I feel like if he's going to Chelsea need to go and get Rodrigo like yesterday.
Yeah.
But I think for Liverpool, I think he'd do well at Liverpool, but I think he'd have to give up this kind of false nine kind of thing that he's had to do, maybe because obviously he lost Marmoush in the mid-season. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that would have to be. I do think 80 million is a little bit steep, though.
Yeah, but did you see Sesko's number today?
90.
Yeah, I do think these numbers are just mad steep, though, but still a baller nonetheless. Ekitike, and I think he's definitely next up. I think it's just going to be interesting to see. Like, if we get Hugo, then I wouldn't be mad. And it would stop Chelsea from getting him as well. We'd have to see, but it depends, man. I'm not too crazy about. I'm not gonna downplay him or overplay him. Do you know what I'm saying? I think it's nice. It's nice to be in the mix. I don't know how many battles I got left with Chelsea though. I'll tell you that.
What would be like the other option? I guess would be like for us. Obviously, like for us, I think it's like we're more than likely getting Liam Delap. So like this is like more than likely the end of Nico Jackson for his career.
It has to be. It has to be. I'm not gonna lie. I'm selling him, bro. Like if you have an opportunity to make money on this guy, shot him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like you look at.
You know what I'm doing? I'm like, hey Villa, what do you want for Rodgers? Here's Nico Jackson. We'll split the difference. Like I said to Josh, we'll do something.
Could be their new kind of Ollie Watkins if they get rid of him. Do you know what I mean?
Get rid of Ollie Watkins.
Need like 1,500 chances to score a few goals.
Makes perfect sense. Make good money on fucking Rodgers because we'll pay a little bit more because of the way that the PSR numbers end up working out, and then they'll pay a little bit more for Nico Jackson, and we end up both being from the scenario because they'll be able to pay.
You got deep. Chelsea's now in a position that you haven't been in for ages, and you got Champions League. Then you got the extra cup to put on top of the season. Obviously, overall, you know, Maresca's in a healthy position. He's happy. You know, the squad's happy. I'm pretty sure the ownership's happy.
Yep.
The one thing that you can't stand though is probably the way your sporting directors, isn't it? So so now you're in a healthy place. Now it's like, what can Chelsea do? Because I look at what you did last year, last season, this season, basically half the season, bro. Me and Mons were just thinking like, oh shit, like these man look nuts. I'm not gonna lie. How do you add on top of that? And you just think like, if they just have a deadly ass striker, and I would say an upgrade on your winger as well.
Yeah,
and obviously a centre back. I don't know. I don't think you need much in your midfield. If you bring back Andre Santos and give him a chance, and you know what, even Petrovic, from what I'm reading up about him, because I done a little read today saying he's one of the goalkeepers of the season. I'm thinking like, okay, cool. You don't even need to go out there.
He outplayed
focus on upgrading
in his own league. He outplayed Chevalier in his own league.
Yeah. And he looks like he might be going Villa, by the way. So it's like, okay, time to build and see what your sporting directors are really made of. There's no, oh, you know, we got budgets because we got
they don't have anywhere to hide now, right? Like
exactly.
That's where it is. These sporting directors have nowhere to hide. You have to go get players that are going to upgrade this team. Like you have to. And I'm really, really worried about what they do in the wing. Like that, I am so worried about.
Well, Esteval's there, but I don't. You know what it is? All your fans right now. There's not all of them. That's just dumb. Yeah. A good portion, from what I can see, anyways, have these huge expectations. He looks like a baller, but he's going to be super raw, and he's going to take some time to develop. Right?
It's not as raw as you think he is. It's
no, I know that, but don't expect a young player like to hit like if he's Lamine Yamal. You know what I mean? He got to still settle. Like the Prem's a bit of a different kettle of fish at times, right? But like injuries are more common, but it's like I don't look at that side and say, you know what, you need a right winger. I look at the left wing and say you need.
I think with Esteval, right, the way that Esteval ends up being like integrated into this team, regardless, in my opinion, is
he's a better finisher than Madueke and whatever you got from what I can see, though.
Bro, nobody. Dude, this kid can finish.
Oh, he looks cold. Have you seen a compilation of him once? Like, it's just his goals alone and skills. Oh my god, go on you. No joke. When you obviously settle up in bed tonight and whatever, and you're bored, go on YouTube and just write Esteval skills and goals. I can't remember who.
Watch Esteval comps rather than actually go to sleep.
It's why this is why I know why you're like.
You don't rate me. You don't rate me.
No one comes off stream and says, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go straight to bed. No one does that. Not at this time, anyways. Not one.
Like this, the way I would.
I just finished The Last of Us season 2, bro. I'm fucking fuming, bro. So like, I do need something to watch. I can't lie. So
go watch it. This guy's cracked. The thing is, I'm broken, bro. I watched the 23-24 one. Now I'm gonna go watch the 24-25 one.
Broken, bro.
You know what? You know what he reminds me of, yeah. And I don't know if he's gonna hit those heights, yeah. He's nothing like Neymar. So before I get those kind of shouts of talent, I remember watching Lucas Moura comps back in the day before he obviously ended up going to who did he go to? Tottenham, PSG or whatever. PSG, I think it was, right? I think before he came over to Tottenham, whatever, if I'm correct. And I remember watching his comps. I really wanted him. He was meant to go and get him, but we never went for him. He gives me them Lucas Moura vibes. Like he's looking finished for days. Yeah, silky movements. And today's game, you think of a Lucas Moura in today's game, he's killing it. If a young Lucas Moura is killing it when he's got his hair, not the one when he started balding, and that was finish.
But
Nah,
yeah,
he's cracked.
like, this kid, like you have to bring him off the bench for like a few weeks.
You need a left winger, bro. You know what it is? If Chelsea are
100,
Chelsea,
bro.
if Chelsea are
100.
Chelsea, the position you're in, yeah, you say fuck what Arsenal want. We want Rodrigo when you've been linked, and we can even throw his name in there. You're battling my man for Hugo Ekitike, but you said two strikers.
Yep.
The lap looks like he's gonna choose you.
You pick the lap, right? You get the lap and Hugo. It's a one cheap, one expensive. You sell what's it called? And like the player that they want, I think is going to be Rodgers for the left wing. I kind of hate it, to be honest, for the left wing. Like I like him in the middle. I don't like him in the left wing. Like that's my problem with it. So like everyone should be going for Rodrigo, bro. He's the best winger on the market. Period.
I can just see him in it. I don't know about you much, but I see him. I can see him in a Chelsea shirt though. Like I can see Rodrigo in a blue shirt. I can see him in those kind of colors. Maybe because there's quite a strong Brazilian core back in the day as well with Chelsea. I just see it. I can't see him going anywhere else. Like another club having the balls to go and get him. I don't see Arsenal having the balls to go and get him while they're trying to. I don't know how they're not getting knocked yet.
Sane, so now I'm expecting this to get that like I don't know. Like I don't know what Arsenal.
Oh my god, I forgot all about that. I could have put that. I can't believe Sky Sports said it, innit?
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw it like briefly while I was scrolling.
Sane.
Like I just think that,
on a free is not that bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. On a free.
Oh, here comes the party pooper. What are you saying?
I'm good. What are you saying?
We're just talking about how Chelsea made history and they might be getting a couple ballers over at Liverpool.
If they made history, would you rather have, as a Chelsea fan, Joey, finished top 5 and lost the conference?
Why do I have to answer that question if I got both?
Because I just want to know which one is more important to you.
I got both.
I know. But all right. Let me rephrase. Which one was more important to you? Which one was more important?
Top 4 was more important.
Okay, khalas. End of conversation, man.
Anyways, what are you saying, Wolfie, man? What you been doing? Oh my god, actually, I've got a clip for you. I've got a clip for you, man. But keep talking. Now we're just talking about before we were just talking about this obviously is Esteval kid, but Hugo Ekitike, obviously your club can't do stuff like this, and neither can mine. So we're in the same boat. There's a battle between two teams that actually won a trophy this season.
So sheepish when he said that, man.
Neither can mine, bro.
Yeah, I can't even get Liam Delap, man.
That one's coming over the line too. Like
yo, that was cold, man. Chelsea were doing it while they were on the pitch.
Yeah.
That's cold.
This is nasty.
Yeah, this is. I'm gonna tell you something though. Like the transfer kings are the transfer kings for a reason, son. We are the transfer kings for a reason, son.
Joe, I will give you that. I think you have more pull than Liverpool.
I mean, I don't like doing that to Mons, son. Why we gotta do that to Mons? He just pulled.
I ain't doing it to Mons. Mons, I respect Mons' opinion and stuff. I'm just going by facts, man.
Bro, he just pulled one of the biggest fishes in the pond, son. Why we don't?
But no one else is fishing.
Well, there were some people fishing.
I'm sure Bayern Munich and City were fishing, but
yeah, they were fishing, son. They were fishing. You know?
We still did enough,
there's certain people in this transfer business that have a certain level of cachet that they usually have in this type, and a lot of it's money, right? A lot of it is money. So like we are willing to spend it. And but the other one is really the only ones that really beat us is Madrid. Like when it's Madrid or Barcelona, those guys beat us. But outside of that, we don't really.
Yeah, but they're in a different league.
We don't really lose any battles. That's just what it is when it comes to that. But yeah, that's where like I kind of hope this Rodrigo left wing situation for us it gets dragged on. That way Madrid kind of have to,
Well, you in for Rodrigo?
Yeah, we've been in for Rodrigo from the beginning. Yeah.
Yo, you keeping Sancho even?
Sancho?
I hope so. After that, I hope so.
The way that I look at it personally, if you ask me how I would do it, is I would keep Sancho and sell Madueke. Like that's how I would approach it. That's my.
He's a 1v1 demon.
That's how I would approach it. But I don't think the club will approach it the same way I look at it. But I don't like Nani's decision making. His decision making is so poor, bro. Like at least Sancho, like I know he has capability in playing in Europe. When he's playing against European teams, he normally shows up.
Do you know you're gonna get?
Nah.
Do you know you're gonna get after you probably sell him or you want him? You're gonna get Garnacho.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you're gonna get Garnacho.
Garnacho's
their
in
signing.
bro.
Huh?
Good luck, bro. Good luck
Why?
signing. You know.
Oh no, there's a couple suitors for him. Don't get me wrong. It's just I don't have no issue with that at the moment. You know, today you can see even his whole body
But
language.
isn't that bum holding out for Barcelona?
That's Rashford.
Rashford is going. To
I heard Sancho was it Real Madrid or something with
that's
Garnacho.
some banter shit.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
crazy,
bullshit.
I think we end up paying for Rodrigo in the end. I think.
Hey, do you want some transfer news? Guess who my boys again?
Yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are going for.
Yilmaz.
Like
Who?
Barak?
You mean Yildiz?
Yilmaz. Nah, the Turkish dude. You know the one who did up Van Dijk.
Juventus.
Juventus.
Galatasaray.
That's right.
Oh.
Wait, is it a different one?
Barak Yilmaz.
Yeah, the bleach
Oh
blonde hair.
no! You're talking about the winger. The
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Bro, baller. You have
Is that
you have your freaking.
Cunha's?
Are you getting
That
Sancho?
is such a forced signing, I must say, though. Especially for your team, that like if you're keeping Nuno, that is a forced signing. Like
He is
Yes.
baller, man. Baller.
He's a
Haaland. Someone said he ain't. No, he's not a striker. He's a winger.
not a striker. He's a winger.
He ain't old. He's nah. You're not.
He's like
They're getting him mixed up with the
Rock, the old striker from Galatasaray.
the one who was someone. The guy who was at Lille. The striker wasn't he? He had a similar name. Yeah, it's
No,
not
same
him.
guy.
No.
Same guy. That's the same guy. There's a different guy to your guy, but it's the same guy I'm speaking about.
Have they got the same name?
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I don't know.
he had a little ponytail and that shit, didn't he? Yeah.
Yilmaz.
Right, bro, you know Yilmaz, man.
The Galatasaray
Of course,
winger.
it rings a bell. Obviously,
He's got like bleach blonde hair, Turkish winger, nippy, good agility, good balance.
What are you saying about
More
Cunha?
like an engine,
Wolfie.
bro. He's gonna be up and down, like back and forth. Like he's like almost.
What do you think about Cunha, Wolfie?
Barracks. Thank you, Barracks. That's
Cunha.
Barracks.
Yeah,
Baller.
Last
Baller.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with him though.
Do you
to go
feel
to
hurt?
United.
Do you feel hurt about that one?
No. But I don't care. I'm gonna let myself. This is the first name this transfer window where I've heard the link, and let's assume it's true for now. Where I've said to myself, "Wow, my jaw has dropped." You guys are lucky; you can only see the top half of my body right now. You know what I'm saying? So this is the one that tells me Forest are deadly serious with links like this on committing to top 4, to title race, whatever label you want to put on it, and Cunha would be that man to get us there. I think he would bring such a huge upgrade. And, you know, where does he fit in would be the next question. He can play as a shadow striker, so technically in that Morgan Gibbs White role, he can play up front, he can play on the wing. I'd put him in goal, man. He's that good. So, what do you guys think about Cunha? Let me know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Wait. What are you trying to show there? You asked me what I think about Cunha. I said baller.
I know, but just saying, isn't it? Like how
I
serious.
know, Wolfie, though.
You go from
Yeah, no.
Hey,
But
hey,
hold
hey.
on. Cass ain't telling you the whole story.
Let me finish. Yeah. So
Alright,
you go
go
from Cunha to Yilmaz. Does that show you the links that it's going to make Forest serious for top 4 and show for next bits and bobs all over again?
But we bought Chris Wood and he scored 5 times the amount of goals. Your striker.
That's great. But I'm hearing that your manager might not even be there for next season potentially.
Apparently
So
he's talking about a new contract now.
Yeah.
He's absolutely.
I think
He's absolutely duped.
Wait. You can't do a clip and then completely take it out of context.
I mean, that's just how YouTube works, though.
No, because one, I've always said he's a baller. Have I not? Cass, have I ever?
I know that. Just
okay, so yeah, finally a bit of honesty. Secondly, that was when the link broke through. Then I spoke to the people I know in the club and they said we are not interested in him full stop because of his attitude and all that shit, right? So that was it. And then you had Sky Sports News coming out saying Forest are going to put a record-breaking bid in for Cunha. And I'm there saying, no, we're not. Everyone's saying, oh, you think you're ITK, do you ITK and all this shit? And guess what? We didn't.
Well,
The Forest have never been interested in Cunha. I've been interested in Cunha. I'm still interested in Cunha, but you will ruin him.
Anyways, it doesn't matter what you say because you might be interested in him, but he would never have been interested in you. Do you get it? Do you get it?
Well, we will never know because Forest never spoke to him.
It don't matter. He would never be interested in you.
How do you know?
Are you still? By the way, you still going for Douglas Luiz?
Yeah.
For fuck's sake, man.
That's an Edu link, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not a lot more clubs that are in for him. I'm surprised. It's like
he's fallen off a cliff here. That's why.
But that's the best part because now you can get for a certain price, and it's like every time just because he's all right, cool. He had a bit of a mental injury, that's kind of like kept him up for quite a few weeks or so, months, even a couple months. And then he was also broken up with his missus, and you can tell he's a lover boy, man. Come on, man, he's a lover fucking boy. He's heartbroken.
That environment,
and also Thiago Motta attacks heavily, I would say, because even he got sacked, and Juventus were playing shit. So for me, it's like, there's an opportunity to go and take him. He's only 1 year. It's only 1 year. You want a playmaker or someone that's going to upgrade you. When I said this to who was it to? I think it might have been Saeed show. No, Saeed show last night, and they're rubbishing me off about him. I was like, what?
Nah,
he's a baller, man. He's a fucking baller.
I would take it. At United, bro, that shit should be like...
Man, he walks into their team.
Easy.
Bro, easy scoop for you guys, in my opinion.
But it's just like...
I thought you were going to say he doesn't.
We're not necessarily linked to him. We had one off link back in like January, and then I ain't
seen you were linked when we were linked.
Yeah, but you guys really haven't been linked to really anything.
He would go United, by the way.
No,
in January, he said he wanted to go to United or City.
Remember, a lot of his makeup of like obviously his academy career was coming through in Manchester, anyways. So he might be a little bit more known to that kind of situation.
Yeah, he wanted Manchester.
But yeah, Manchester. It's got not even then. It's not got this. That's just an off topic kind of situation, anyways. But it's just, I'm kind of glad
that we've been linked with, bro.
Go on.
Kwanzaa.
Who?
Kwanzaa. Yeah, I saw that actually.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But that don't make sense. You got Milenkovic in that. Are you going to a back three? No. Are you going to a back three?
No.
Next season. So why would you go? Why would you for that?
Hey, Wolfie, I would be surprised if you guys would get linked with Chelsea.
See, this is what I don't understand because Joey, bear witness for me for this because I remember you talking about this. Your voice is very distinctive. I remember, when we was linked with 4 or 5 weeks ago or whatever. It's been ages. They were talking about his new deal was 150 grand or 160 grand per week, and he's like, okay, but the wages. I don't care. Obviously, how do you bump up those wages? Man United don't want to pay big wages, right? Cool. Let's be real. 200 grand in today's football is not big wages, but it's still nowadays they're trying to make it out the Normans in obviously football society that it's a big wage, right? When it's typically, come on, man, Wayne Rooney was on that wage 10, 15 years ago.
But not a lot of people are getting 200 anymore.
Yeah, but now he's got bumped up to 200. I mean, look, he's one of the better players in his position at the moment and whatnot. He's gonna think I'm one of the better in the league, so he's gonna be deserving of that. And I'm not being funny. United don't have much room to negotiate with that, but now I'm seeing 120 to 200. I'm like, wait, hold on. It wasn't that long ago when it was 150.
Yeah. Well, probably it's probably.
Wait, you talking about Kenya?
Yeah, like you might get this. You might get this with Forest maybe sometimes but with certainly United, not only do they change to make it look mad and they're like, okay, he's got a 60 million release clause or whatever. They say $80 million and shit like that, and then all of a sudden it's like 120. I'm like, hold on, did he not sign a new deal for 150 grand? With his release clause so he can stay and not go in January. And then all of a sudden, he's gone back to 120 to go up to 200, which to be fair, you can demand that. It's quite normal in football. If you're going to get that wage, you're going to want the best wage considering what's in and out.
Escalators in there and he just rates his ability. So he's just going to take.
If he's performing, no one's going to give a shit what wages on. Let's be real. Like,
that's what it comes down to.
But
I agree. I don't care what his wage is. He's worth it, right? The only thing I'd say is, does that fit the whole structure that Jim will fix it is trying to do? Because I don't think I feel like he's broken his whole structure.
No, because when you deep it, anyways, you got a point, Wolfie. To be fair, you have got a point, but the difference is with the wage is that he's taking Eriksen's and Johnny Evans' wage basically, and there you go.
Yeah, but that's been your problem for at least 5 years.
Yeah, but you got to remember our wage bill's gone so down now because if say Rashford, Sancho, all of these. That's off the book. That's completely gone now. We're really down there. In that
I
scale.
saw reports. Rashford's been Amarin's been told, "How do you fix it with Rashford?"
No, that was give me sport, man. Oh, come on, man.
Here's the thing, Wolfie, right? Here's the thing. With Manchester United, the whole thing is they have to get sales done. Like they have to get sales done. So
that's one way for Bruno to hopefully. Is
he going?
You know what? I said this year.
I saw an Arab thing earlier from a big one saying he's going.
So I read something. I read an Arabic thing too saying that.
The first one was before the cup final and all that kind of stuff, right? So, and then he was like, "Oh, you got like a week to decide," and he kind of rejected it, or the rumors came. He rejected it pretty much straight away. He hasn't rejected this yet, and I'm not being funny. As a man, you're a fucking idiot for trying to. You might be out of Europe for the next 2-3 years. Yeah, you could be, or another year minimum, right? Or whatever. You're not in a great situation for yourself. You got the World Cup next year. You're going to go to the World Cup anyways because you're Bruno Fernandes, and you're going to go score a bunch of goals in Saudi, which Roberto Martinez loves, and I don't know why he's their manager. And then he's like, you're going to go no matter what. £65 million, cash per year, untaxed as long as you stay there for 2 years, right? And bonuses. As a man, how do you not accept that?
How old? He's 30 and he's 30
going on 31, something like that. Yeah,
right. Like you just think of that. You think, right, most footballers these days play to what, 34, 35, right? Something like that. He goes there for 2 years. It's as if he's played till he's 45. You know what I'm saying? With the money he'll make, with the sponsorships and everything like that, man. Call it a day, man. I would sell out to Saudi in a heartbeat.
But they have other players that they need to sell, in my opinion, that are
But I'm not being funny. 100 million cash sorts out of summer.
Yeah, but it's the PSR numbers too. Like
100 million cash is a lot of PSR numbers for pure profit, my bro.
How long's he been there?
I don't know how the whole.
Okay, so it's pure. Has he signed a new contract?
And he signed an extension. So yeah.
That doesn't help the PSR side of it. It's better if he was in his final year.
But we already know when that's going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But for me, if Bruno goes and you view him as more of an attacking player, then it's like you go get your own boomer now. Hurry up. You don't need to wait.
100. Like if you were to sell Rashford for 50, you would get.
Wait, brother. Wait, no, we're not getting 50. We're getting 30 million tops for this guy. I keep telling people this.
I'm not saying that though. I'm just saying, giving you a number, right?
You mean Garnacho? You say Garnacho or Rashford?
It doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter because all I'm talking about is the PSR side of it. Is like
PSR. By the way, our PSR part's fine. We're fine on PSR.
I know, but the amount that you can spend on top of what you
but we can't do that. I keep telling people this. I wouldn't even spend all of that because we owe so much in transfer fees anyway. So do you get what I'm saying? It'd be stupid to go into your
PSR, bro.
Yeah, I know, but it's
gonna be pay off what you already owe.
Stupid to just use all of that for all your transfers and try and leave yourself thin, considering how much is stacked up over the obviously.
I hear what you're saying. I think with United, your PSR is fine. Your cash flow is your issue.
An issue. I keep saying this. It's been a big issue. But anyways, regardless of that, Lap obviously is another. This is the next part. I'm happy you're getting him. If you're, it looks like you're going to get him, right? But then there's conflicting reports yet again. It's like Ben Jacobs, which I'm going to say is credible these times this year now.
I told you he is.
Yeah. No, I've held my hands up. He's done his thing.
Do you want me to get him on the show?
He's been better. He's been better.
How about this? If you get him on the show, I'll do a public apology to his face and say, I've absolutely slaughtered you.
He's a nice guy, man. He's like, but if I get him on the show, we can then put the clips on where you've called him a bum and a fake and all this shit, yeah?
Brother, I don't have no shame. Do it.
All right. Yeah.
Anyways, if he wants to do that, then amazing. But I'm going to guess he's going to want a fee or something like that.
No.
Okay, yeah, sure. Run it up then. I'll publicly apologize to his face and say, you know what? You was moving a little bit sour last year. Didn't believe you was rubbish. I called you a lot of names. And then this year you done your thing. Bravo. My bad.
Yeah, bro. You're going to have to talk to him professionally though, bro. He ain't going to understand.
I'm not going to lie. If you can't understand the way I'm talking, then there's no point coming on.
Yeah, but you got to kind of speak on a more intellectual level when you're talking.
It's not intellectual. I feel like
he is very educated, man.
I didn't say he isn't. Yeah, but I'm educated as well. But it doesn't. I don't need to speak in a. I don't think I said anything there saying my bad and everything. You can't even understand that. Then you, bro, get to grips.
No, you gotta know the circles you move in, bro. Like when I'm interviewing with Ben
don't
Jacobs,
care.
you do it in a different way. Well, I was with Kieran
Wolfie,
Maguire the other night, and I was
Wolfie,
do it a different way. You know what I'm saying?
not changing the way I am for no fucker.
I'm not asking you to change your way. I'm just saying have a little elocution. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, regardless of all of that elocution, whatever the fuck that means, I don't care. I'm not moving different so you can understand. How about you educate yourself more since you're so educated to understand me and the urban stuff? You get me? So
are you talking to me or Ben?
Oh, him then, yeah, sure.
Him.
Even you. I mean, if you can do it, he can do it.
All right,
I
I'm
grew
gonna
up
head
in
out
the
of here,
streets
though,
of
guys.
Bedford. Man.
Yeah.
I grew up in them streets of
Hope you guys
Bedford.
have a great rest.
Yeah, don't do
Yeah.
that. Cole
Whatever,
Palmer,
I'll see that.
masterclass 1-0 down, and he stepped up. Yeah, he stepped up in
He
another
did
final.
step up, yeah.
Wolfie, did you enjoy Lumberjacks FC chop down Forest and then beat Betis and finish the set?
Who's Lumberjacks FC?
You lot. Oh wait, Lumberjacks. Who is that?
That literally makes no sense.
Team
Is that-
Timber? Oh wait, sorry. No.
Timber?
What?
Timber?
Yo, is
I
that
have no
AI?
idea.
Is that AI or Nigel?
Nah, just a girl.
He's
I
got
just know.
some smooth skin, man.
Oh, that's just a little bit of a
A little bit of
little
makeup.
Let's just call it makeup, yeah. But I'm happy. I'm not gonna lie. I said I was gonna say it, but Joey's left don't matter. But Liam Delap not potentially not coming to United. I've always maintained I'd take Delap because I still employ Hoyland no matter what. But I don't want him. I'm not convinced by everybody else.
I agree.
He's got a good catalogue of goals. But this is what makes me wonder about the whole planning situation. And you know what? I think he does a lot better for Chelsea because the way Jackson plays. So it kind of makes a little bit more sense. Like running behind, Palmer fishing him, certain through balls, It makes more sense. And obviously they're going to want another striker on top of that. But the whole thing with United is like, well, you're looking at Mbumo. You've got Cunha. Cunha likes it to feet, don't get me wrong. Delap wants to run in behind. Mbumo more than likely wants to run in behind, but he does like the 1-2. I don't look at Delap and say, that's my link up, man. I think like you need a target, man. Someone that's good and big and strong, obviously. And that's why I've always said I want Mateta. Plays in a similar formation, understands what it means to be the spearhead of the formation. And he's got 1 year left on his contract. Yeah, it'll cost a little bit more. But I don't even know. How do we know what the conditions are of this release clause? You might have to pay they might want it in 2 installments. That's cash. You're talking about cash. No, but you're talking about in cash. But you said it in cash. That means with United, if they go to obviously Palace and you do it in like 4 or 5, which might be more normal, then it's less cash as well at the same time to put forward.
Yeah, but Mateta is going to cost you at least 40, 45.
Yeah, but I don't mind if you can amortize that. Or if you get rid of Bruno. I think he's the best.
They've also got a +1 on him as well. That's the other thing.
Yeah, run it. Who cares?
Yeah, I'm saying he's got 1 year left, but they've got a +1 on him.
Do they actually do that? Mateta?
Yeah, I spoke to Rich about it because we got linked to him a couple of weeks back. Rich said they got a +1 on him.
No, they don't.
They do, man. Rich told me
I'm not joking. It would be on transfer market if he's got a +1. They're bang on it with that. It's not there. They don't have a +1. That sounds like copium. That sounds like copium. Rich is a liar then. Oh, you calling transfer market?
I get what you're saying. Look, on Delap, you always see this whole thing where a crappy relegated team comes up and everyone tries to overhype one of the strikers. Like you saw that with Luton, innit? With that what's his name? Adebayo wannabe.
Adebayo?
Yeah, he's ended up now in League One. And Delap for me is no different. Delap has promise, but is he better than Hoyland? Obviously. But is he the guy you want to lead your line? I think when it comes to this stage Man United are at now, you need experience.
Can't be relying, but this is exactly. And Wilcox wants this project striker that could be the next number 9 for England. I think he definitely has. He's much better than that. He's got much more in his locker than that guy you mentioned. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's. I'm just saying there's always a hype around one of these crappy strikers that comes up.
Yeah, but Mateta,
like Dwight Gale as well. Do you remember when he was at Newcastle when they went down or whatever it was?
Yeah. To be fair, Dwight Gale's levels because of what he did to Liverpool, innit? So he always remained a legend for in my eyes. But pick up Dwight Gale's thing, man. No, obviously he's not.
But he's not what you need. He's not. I agree with you. You're better with Mateta.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm kind of more delighted to the fact that
I'll tell you even who, right? I don't think he's great, but for your situation, Jimenez from Fulham. Do you know what I'm saying? Just someone who's played in the Premier League, who's experienced, got a good couple of seasons under his belt, did it with Wolves and stuff. He would know a back three formation because that's what Nuno was running back then. I ain't saying, but I'm not saying he's the guy. I'm just saying someone who's got that profile, having played, experience, and then you can bring the Delap underneath these type of player, him or a Mateta or whatever, and they can learn from him.
But I just want Mateta personally. He's 20. He's 27. Got a year left. Love. Don't want to sign a new contract. Great. He's a one away.
I'm pretty sure he's got that +1, bro.
I don't know. It doesn't say it here from what I can see. But if he does, then I don't actually give a shit. I think
what's funny, bro, is like how the world has turned now. You're fishing in my pond.
Not really.
Yeah, you are. Because
loads
of the players we're linked with, you're being linked with.
Yeah, but no, you're trying to get the better player that you don't realize you're still not on that level. You can't prize them away from the top.
You can't get them elite level players, so you've come down to my so welcome.
Not necessarily. You think you can fit. The thing is, you're good at getting these other deals, your Milenkovic's, because no one wanted him. You didn't have to buy a tussle with anyone to go and get him. That's where you're at now. People know that you got your money to spend, and you didn't exactly get Champions League. Your PSR runs fin too, no matter what you do.
No, it's not.
Yes, you can't spend mad amounts whether you like it or not. You can't. No, you can't.
Yeah, we can. Whose word am I going to trust?
Yeah, you're in a healthy position, but good luck trying to go and spend.
Kieran literally said we could drop 100 without selling anyone.
Yeah, but the players that you want, are going to cost you a lot of money, regardless. And the players that you want, other big teams want. So know your position.
No, Yilmaz is going to cost like 30.
Yeah, great. Yilmaz.
That's not much.
Okay, next.
Chump change.
Okay, next. You've got a shit squad. Got a good team, but you got a shit squad.
No, we don't have a deep squad.
Yeah, like I said, you got a good team, but you got a shit squad. Now
you
need a bit more.
Yeah.
So
and if Gibbs White goes
to City manager.
Oh, that's a lot. Yeah, that yeah. I mean, I hope so. Leave Turkey alone. I hope so they can leave Turkey alone.
Wait, a City, a City in for Turkey or not?
He's on the short list. There's nothing concrete.
I wouldn't mind a sniff at him. Like once you lot have made your pass on him.
This is what I'm saying. You're trying to fish for players. You're not.
This is why Vert's going to Liverpool is a good thing.
Like, that's what I said.
Here's how it should play out. Verts goes to Liverpool. Gibbs White goes to City. Yeah. And then Forest versus Man U for.
And Mbeumo goes to Newcastle, leaving Turkey, which is also on our short list, ready to come.
So we didn't get both, and there's no point we ever had this conversation.
Nah, G, you're
you in for Turkey as well still?
No, not yet. They could be. You never know. If Harvey
Mons wants him, Mons wants. I know Mons got a soft spot for him, man.
That's my guy. That's my guy, isn't it? I ain't gonna lie, that's my guy. I ain't gonna lie, that's my bro. That's my bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, innit? That's what I'm saying. Ross Barkley's more realistic for what were you called again? Nottingham Forest.
Ross Barkley.
No. Yeah, it's more
again another player that was overhyped.
Put the Max Wi-Fi. Yeah, just put the Max Wi-Fi in the bag, and we'll
Now, what you gotta understand is Forest recruitment, like people are some of the best ones. Because we're the ones who nearly got one was for 25 mil.
I like your recruitment and your targets. You're going for the ones that I was surprised that you didn't get Coyote over and Fish over at Fiorentina again for what's it called there, but Brentford did. Like that would have been a great Coyote, the Coyote, the guy that went to Brentford. He's another one I thought he was going to pick up. Another right back you could have done with because Ole is obviously the contract and getting a bit older. You need someone that's good enough on that side. Right, Nico Williams going over right back's weird. He's just better at left back or left wing back. Should I say?
He's better at left back, way better.
You still need left back.
I still think we need to upgrade him, man.
That is weird, isn't it? All right, Leroy Sané in Arsenal's a funny one, though.
I don't think that's a bad one, man. I don't think that's a bad one.
But if you really want to hear someone that has issues off the pitch, from what we've seen like, with his punch-ups, talking back to the managers and stuff like that, I don't see how he works out with Arteta. I reckon he tells Arteta to shut up and stuff like that.
What do you think you're getting with Cunha? What do you think?
Yeah, but he had one instance. Sané's had multiple.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has had multiple. Go look it up. He's had multiple.
No, Cunha's had more than one instance, bro.
No, I don't know. To be fair, it'll be interesting because Amram's a hothead. Yeah, and Cunha could be a potential hothead. It could be, and one's Portuguese, one's Brazil. It could go off. It could go off. But Sane in 2025, is not the guy that you should be relying on to think that's going to get you to the promised land.
Yeah,
when
no,
my man
he shouldn't be a starter. He shouldn't be a starter for them. But Sane, remember, he's balled out at Man City. I know he's not the same.
It's nowhere near the same. Nowhere near the same.
But he could be. Also, like, it will look. I think Arsenal are 3 players shy of being serious contenders. Sane's obviously not one of them.
Yeah, but hear me. They got Trossard signed to a new deal. Martinelli's yet to leave. That means he's probably going to be on. He's probably going to get sold, right? In my opinion, or look for a new club. Sane being that starter and Trossard as your backup, vice versa.
Yeah, but they should get Leao.
Well, the free's
That's
not
who they
bad.
should get.
Overrated as shit, man.
No, Leao, he's better than Nico Williams.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%, 1,000,000%.
Yeah, they get him. They get Gyökeres, maybe Rodrigo. Don't know if they're still in for him. Then even without fraud in charge, they could win it.
Oh, we'll see. Anyways, who's live right now?
Maybe Flawless.
Anyone else?
Flawless.
There you go. Spurs Kings TV. There we go. Let's go raid Ash. Let's go raid Ash. Just write NAF raid or something. You probably won't see it because he does this next. It's not even streaming on it. He uses some.
He's in EV Max. Yeah.
Yes, I don't know what it is, but
it's like 30 seconds for the comment to come up.
Anyway, we're going to be back tomorrow. With the usual Thursday panel. So love for that, people. And yeah, man, there's probably going to be more news in it. So in a bit.